I have personally experienced it. Uh, when you bring some new idea to the market, and when you say that something, the way something is being done needs to change now because change is better, you are being challenged. That's very common, no matter what industry and domain you're working in. So same is happening with us as well. That when we are trying to discuss the futuristic topics, you get a lot of comments which we take as a positive criticism. But at some point of time, what I personally feel is that there are lobbies within the training vendors and within the trainers as well, which, who wants to actually have complete control on the way the learning should be done, in specific organizations. So when they see something coming new, they actually resist, and not only resist, they actually try to, and of course I cannot take any names, that is not right. They properly lobby to negate all of those concepts which are challenging, futuristic, and which they think are not required because they are not relevant. Do you think that this feeling, this sense of mine is right, or if I'm being more...
No, I think your sense is 200% right. You're absolutely right. And now look at to this thing. Pick up any lobby. I mean, you're picking trainers, so let's talk trainers. If I am a trainer at my age of 40 to 50 to whatever I said, like a business leader, and I have my learning from the years which are not relevant to you, my survival is in establishing and perpetuating the paradigm that this is the best way of training. That I can, in the classroom, do the best training. That a comprehensive solution is the best rather than a spot solution. Now I have become a convert after reading, this thing, because I can see the direct relevance of that in the organization and its people. For 30 years I have led human resource in the organization, medium, large, multinational, and I can actually I wear that hat, not that of a trainer or a vendor, but I wear that hat and I say, oh my God, if I'm the HR manager, here is an opportunity where I can substantially increase the capability of my people by using these tools, rather than getting people to come and sit on a 10 days training program or 5 days training program. I was talking to you about the classical management style luxuries. There's an institution in Pakistan, it's called Pakistan PIM, Pakistan Institute of Management.
Yeah.
In the 70s, they used to have senior executive program, which was for a period of 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Okay.
And they will take senior executives to Murray or somewhere, and they will spend 3 weeks on their training on leadership. Now, what is saying? Nobody, no senior leader is dispensable for 3 weeks of training. This is, if you go and ask any vibrant organization today, I would like your CEO to come for a 3 weeks training, he will laugh, unless it's an hour type of a program where you go for a personality transformation. But the kind of training, the kind of trainers, the quality we have, 50s and 60s knowledge, we're sharing. So that's not possible. I tell you, as a trainer, I'm a trainer and I do programs, and I've now seriously started thinking that rather than doing 2 days program, I should be focusing on 1 day program. You know why? Because organizations are very reluctant to relieve their employees for 2 days. Because the intensity of work, we haven't realized, slowly and gradually, it has become so high that I, in my workshops now, don't ask people to shut their phones, because I know they're in multitasking. While they're listening and participating in discussion, they're also disposing their emails, urgent emails and everything. So you cannot actually dissociate from the work. Even when you are at home, when raat ke 11 baje bhi, you can get something urgent. So this is a totally different paradigm of life now. And we have to understand, and that's where I see a lot of relevance with your, the target, what's the term you use? It's a beautiful term. The target learning segment
Bite size.
Bite size, bite size. So that bite size is now becoming highly relevant to me as an HR head or HR manager, because I can actually engage my employees to go for very targeted bite-sized learning sessions.
True.
And have the impact, which is far bigger than sending them on a 2 days, 3 days program. So I see that now, but the problem is you will have resistance from the leadership, you will have resistance from the trainers who have a vested interest. Always remember, every time you see this kind of a resistance, people not entertaining you, it is because of the vested interest, their own personal vested interest in the status quo. So if the status quo is the way things are going now, my vested interest is, yes, Mr. Osmani, you should carry on 2 days training program, you go. And I should be telling you, and actually I should be telling you, that there is a different kind of a learning there. Because that is interactive, where people sit and talk, they think, they talk to each other, and they bring some wisdom. But that does not preclude that this training is exclusively relevant for all other needs. There are different needs, there are specific needs, there are a subject matter and knowledge need which you cannot provide in a classroom environment. And whether we like it or not, this has become a workstation, any place which I can use for my learning. And unless, when these programs start flowing, for which we can use our mobile devices or laptops anywhere in the world and continue, I think that is the future, and I think that is what is going to take over the learning and development. And I would commend your efforts, and I would consider me a very strong partner in your mission.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Not many people at my age will partner with you, but
thank you very much. This is our learning. We have to take inspiration from people like you and move forward.
I want to add a value that at this moment we can ask sir that he may join us at our advisory board.
We are about to compose a basically advisory board for Converge.
Yeah.
Where we are trying to do the same which I am doing with you right now. That whatever we are trying to conceive and whatever we are trying to develop for the future, we want to take input from the industry as well. And
look, in the interest of adding value to any such initiative in any form, whether my answer is very simply yes. But even if I'm not a part of the advisory board, always consider.
We still had that.
Always consider that as whatever little learning and I carry from my experience at your disposal anytime. Anytime.
That is a pleasure.
It's not my being member of PSTD. It's a not-for-profit organization, and I feel very happy to be associated with that. But any organization, even if you are doing this for profit, I don't expect anything. It will be a pleasure to create any value for you.
And I would also like to extend my support for PSTD, though I don't think it is required. But
no, why do you say that? Why do you
for
say
Lahore
that?
chapter.
For Lahore chapter is more of an operational wing. What I am requesting, Lahore chapter is there. They don't decide on strategy. They will launch the training program. They will market the training program. They will get people, and they will actually bring PSTD.
They execute what you decide, what has been strategized.
जो existing हमारा जो भी programs and initiatives हैं, they bring it to Lahore.
Okay.
Okay, PSTD Lahore.
So that's what it is.
That's all. Now I would like to invite you, in the sense that to the board of governors किसी meeting में हमारी कराची में. But I would like you to, before that, send me a concept paper of some of the things that we've talked. Kinwork का मैंने कल पढ़ा जाके थोड़ा, how do you suggest two things? One, PSTD should reposition itself in terms of e-learning and beyond. Number one. Now that's your advice, contribution to PSTD. And secondly, how can Kinwork and other young institutions like Kinwork, I'm not looking at just focusing Kinwork at this point in time. I'm sure, I wish there are many more like you. And how can we organize them to add value to the PSTD, and also how could we organize them to fight me? my class.
True, and you are right. You see that the magnitude of the demand is so high that it's not a work of one institution. We need a new breed of.
I don't know whether you know, there is a gentleman here in Islamabad. I wish I would have should have invited him. Ali Jafri. He has started a company called Knowledge Now, which is a pure e-based learning.
He is developing content for the schools.
No, he's not developing content. This content development is another thing. मैं बात करता हूँ उसकी, वो कैसे होगा, and you know how can we do that. लेकिन वो webinars वगैरह करवा रहे हैं.
अच्छा, इस डिस्कशन को अगर पहली वाली को क्लोज कर दें तो ये बंद.
नहीं ठीक है, गप्पे मारे.
आप तो हम
लेक्चर
कैजुअली